want to turn to another case that's, if you like, a case that doesn't always get the attention that others have. But this is a family that also has had to fight and fight hard and is still fighting, hasn't had justice. But I know when you hear the next speaker, you will know, like others we've heard from today, will forever fight for her brother. So I'd like to introduce to you today the brother of Yusuf Maki, the sister of Yusuf Maki, Jade Akoum. Jade.
Yusuf was born in Manchester in September 2001. He was a much longed for and loved addition to our family. He and I developed an exceptionally close bond that remained throughout his life. From an early age, Yusuf showed exceptional academic ability and was encouraged by his teachers at primary school to sit the entrance exam for the Manchester Grammar School. Our hearts were bursting with pride when he was awarded a full bursary to attend one of the top schools in the country. Yusuf's future was bright. He excelled at school and achieved 10 A-star grades and was being prepped for Oxbridge. His dream was to be a heart surgeon, but Yusuf was not only gifted academically, he was also a talented sports person, a popular and loving friend with a personality that shone brightly. Yusuf was killed on March 2nd, 2019 by a friend who stabbed him through the heart with a knife that had been illegally imported by another friend. I cannot put into words the devastation we felt. We loved Yusuf so much and he loved us. It was like a huge sinkhole that opened up beneath our feet and we were collapsing into the pit of hell. I would like to thank Andy for inviting us to share our story with you. I will attempt to show how the system has worked against us in our quest to get justice for Yusuf. In the months that followed Yusuf's death, we had total faith in the system and were reassured by the police and CPS that justice would be delivered. It is over 2.5 years since Yusuf died, and what we experienced has added immeasurably to our anguish and pain. I have reviewed the report and proposed charter, and so many of the details resonated with me. I've also noted that the National Police Chiefs Council have committed to the recommendations, yet our experience has and continues to be one that is frustrating and painful. From the moment Yusuf was killed by Joshua Molnar with a knife purchased by Adam Chowdhury, the wheels of justice ground to a halt. Both families are very wealthy and were able to secure teams of top barristers. Joshua Molnar had a fascination with knives and had been arrested and de-arrested just 2 weeks before killing Yusuf. This information was not disclosed at the trial, and despite any evidence to support his claim of self-defense, he was acquitted of murder and manslaughter. During the trial, we had to sit in the public gallery, unable to hear proceedings. We were denied the opportunity to provide a character reference for Yusuf. We had to listen to the prosecution assassinate his character to support their narrative. When Molnar was acquitted of both charges and before sentencing, he filmed himself in the court making stabbing motions, with drill music playing in the background, 2 flicks in my hand, let's see who bleeds. This was sent to my 15-year-old brother. Molnar has faced no charges for this. Despite being broken by the verdict, we vowed to get justice for Yusuf and have been supported by an amazing army of people. Once people hear the granular detail of what happened, they are shocked, and so many have come forward to help. We have had to rely on the generosity of our legal team and fundraise to try and move our case forward. Lucy Powell, the Labour MP for Manchester Central, took Yusuf's case to the House of Parliament to highlight the different outcomes of cases linked to class, background and wealth. Andy Burnham has also given his public support to our campaign. At every turn, as we campaign for an inquest and fundraise for a possible civil claim, the wealthy families involved use their privilege. The Molnars employed a PR company, securing an article in the Sunday Times when Josh turned 18, and the Chowdhury family went to the High Court to try and prevent Adam being named as he approached this milestone birthday. The charter in its current state is for families bereaved by public tragedy. I'm not sure if Yusuf's death falls under this banner, but I believe the principles of the charter should apply in all deaths when public